Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. So I kind of screwed up my video, and as you can see, I'm talking and doing my intro, but yeah, I sped that up, deleted the audio, and deleted the raw file. So this is what I have. So let's see what I can do. All right, so now I am taking these papers right here. I've got this kind of white washed wood grain. I've also got this pink rosy kind of corally floral pattern, and then I have this green kind of zigzag pattern. And I think that the paper was actually meant to go horizontally, but I like it vertically. I'm going to layer these papers up, and then I have this Breathe in the Salt Air 6x8 piece of paper that I decided to use. Now, if you guys remember my kind of like album philosophy, what pictures do I still need to scrapbook with pages, what pictures do I need to just put in photo sleeves, you saw that I had a foot photo already. That almost sounds wrong. But I had a foot photo already, and I thought that I might put that foot photo with this beach photo. Now, I really try to get both photos on this layout, but ultimately it ends up only being a one photo layout. I decided to do that thing that I like to do. I'm hesitant to call it a technique because matting stuff on black cardstock, I really don't know if I can seriously call that a technique. Would you guys think that that's a technique, or that's just a thing I do? Let me know, because I'm kind of flabbergasted here. So anyway, I went ahead, matted everything on that black cardstock because I think it just adds a pop to the layout. Fun fact, I also like matting my cards on black cardstock. It's just something I like to do, not necessarily something that you have to do, right? But it's just something that I enjoy doing. So I'm going to put adhesive down on these papers. I'm using my grid mat to line them up. I'm almost convinced myself that I need to buy a new grid mat, you guys. Like I bought marker storage, I bought ink pad storage, I've bought more fridge bins, I've bought more IKEA furniture, because the room I'm in now is definitely bigger than the room I was in. So I don't know. I'm almost convinced I need to buy a new mat. If I could find a mint green one, that would make my heart and soul happy. Green is my favorite color. I'm not opposed to another pink one like this. I guess I just got to find it. Also got to figure out if there's a Tuesday morning around here. These are the random thoughts that are popping into my head. So my ATG, obviously, giving me a little bit of a fit, so I'm not trying to worry about that too much. Since I matted everything on the black cardstock, though, it adds just a little bit more width to the page, and it's hard to get my photos on here. I think I'm talking to Christopher on the phone now because, you know, I'm sipping coffee and moving my hands around, and I wouldn't be talking to you guys during the process. I'm even trying to rearrange my layout here. I'm like, can I get the photo in this all the way across? And I can't. And I'm sorry if you can hear the guy outside doing lawn stuff. He's like right there. So what I decide to do ultimately is go ahead and trim down that 6x8 paper. So it's not truly 6x8 anymore. I trimmed down the paper and I trimmed down the black cardstock around it. And then I'm still trying to get these two photos to work. I'm like, okay, maybe one on top, maybe one on the bottom, maybe I overlap them. And I'm just like, nothing is really working for me. I'm not happy with anything. I was happy with the way the layout was before I added the black cardstock, but I felt like it was missing something. So now I added the black cardstock and I'm totally happy with that, but I can't get my photos to lay exactly like they were previously. So I'm going to forget one of the photos. I'm just like, it's done. I'm not going to do two photos on the layout. It's too much. It's okay. I've got our feet photo. already on the layout. It's actually going to be the title page, and there's a whole thing with our feet photos. So the very first time we went, was it the very first time? I think it was the very first time we went to Punta Cana. We took a beach feet photo, and it's been a favorite photo forever. It's in a frame. It's in our living room. Like it's just been there. So we recreated it this time. So that's why the feet photo is important to the album, but it's already in there, so I don't feel like I need to place it in here again. Now what I did decide was there was a whole bunch of empty white space up here that even though I didn't want to fill it up with a photo, I wanted to fill it up with stuff. So I grabbed a black doily, and then I'm going to stamp, because why not? So I have these kind of leafy stamps. These are from the Ink Road. I have no idea if they're still available. I have no idea if this was a freebie or if I paid for it. I don't remember. I have kind of a mental block with stamps. I don't always remember the details of them. Like I can remember with paper or something like that. I am using Close to My Heart inks. I enjoy Close to My Heart inks. I think that they're fabulous. I actually have them on a little turntable that sits right at my table. I've used them so much that I've had to buy re-inkers. So I like them, right? I like them. That's all I can say. Plus, I used to be in a monthly buy group with Close to My Heart, so that if you bought a certain amount, and then when it came to be your turn, you like got the hostess reward. So it was like a rotating hostess program basically. And I used to be in that, and I got some great stuff. But anyway, I like Close to My Heart inks. If I also like other inks, you guys. I have plenty of other inks, but they are stored in plastic bins that have latches and lids. So I got some new storage that I'm excited to show you. I think it's going to arrive while I'm away on retreat. So I'm pretty excited. So when I get back, I'll be able to put it together, show you guys, and see if it's going to work as well as I think it's going to. So anyway, I've got those leaves stamped out. And then I've also got these Close to My Heart stamps. There are some beachy stamps with some seashells and things like that. So I am going to go ahead and stamp these bad boys out as well. So obviously I've already stamped on these because they aren't clear anymore. They have a little bit of color to them. And are they dyed because of the color that I used? Or are they dyed because I didn't really clean off my stamps when I was finished with them? Who knows? Who knows? Probably I didn't clean off my stamps when I was finished with them. I just don't take the time to do that. And I'm sure that the stampers are out there like clutching their chests going, Sandy, shame. And I get it. Like you probably should take better care of your stamps than I do, but I don't know what to say. It's fine. It's fine. It's all going to be fine. That's what I have to say about that. So I've gone ahead and stamped those bad boys out. So I've got duplicates of each one. And then I am also going to just use my inks to color them in. Now, I didn't feel like going and looking for watercolors. I didn't feel like going and looking for anything, any paint or anything like that. I just didn't feel like it. The inks were there. They were easily accessible. And I didn't have to go search a room that is kind of put together but not put together. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I colored those all up. Now I'm going to have to fussy cut the leaves that I stamped out in the two green colors because obviously those stamps don't have dies. But this Close to My Heart stamp set does have dies. So I go ahead and cut those guys out with my little Sizzix. Best little die cut tool ever. Seriously, I should have never gotten rid of my little red sidekick. Never should have gotten rid of it. But I did. But you know what? Here's the thing. I got rid of it because I got a Cuttlebug, right? And that Cuttlebug was a little beast. I used that thing forever until like the mechanism gave out inside of it. And then they stopped making it, of course, because it's an awesome tool. So why would they keep on making it? So that wasn't too big, and I felt like the Sidekick and the Cuttlebug were close enough in size that I didn't need both of them. Who would have known that they were going to stop making the Cuttlebug? So anyway, I got the Sidekick again. It's the Tim Holtz version. Super ridiculously happy with it. I love that little sucker because my Sizzix hand crank machine is a little bit big. So when I'm just doing these little guys, I don't have to hand crank it. I just use the little Sidekick with the little teeny twirly crank, and it makes me happy. So now I'm going to make some clusters, and I'm making the clusters with both the leaves and also the seashells. And I figure that this will match because, you know, it says about the salt air. So I'm looking for things to use. Like, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to use, how I want it to look. I want the leaves to feel natural. I want the shells to be there. And then I'm going to finish it off with some enamel dots. So once the enamel dots get down, then that is going to do it for this layout. Again, this is a Punta Cana layout. Doesn't need a whole heck of a lot of journaling on it, so there isn't going to be any. Here's a couple of close-ups. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the Punta Cana album. I kind of want to get it done. Like, I've got this urge to get it done, so there's going to be some layouts. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.